What's happening? What's up? What's good, y'all? My name is Lex, Lecture Siobhan, whatever you want to call me, or you can just call me the homie. If you've been here, what's up? What's popping? What's good? The reason why I'm making this video is because I noticed in the past that a lot of people do like to post pictures of their kids online. It's back to school time. Everybody's proud of their kid. Everybody wants everybody else to see Dante and Dante's accomplishments. He's going to the 5th grade. You know, he's doing big things. He's doing some big things out here. However, understand that some people are still watching your kid. They're waiting for your kid to get dropped off. I don't want to scare nobody, but it's real. People do watch kids. They wait until the perfect moment when you are out of sight, when there is no teacher around, just to get your child alone. Now, if you grew up like I grew up watching shows like Cold Case, Criminal Minds, Chris Hansen, these people are they're very sneaky, very shaky, and a lot of times our kids, they are unaware of the danger. So number one, I would say, before I even go through my list, talk to your kids about stranger danger. Make sure you talk to your kids about who it is that they will and will not be able to pick them up. Look out for certain signs in people, whether they're being kind of like weird, weird acting. If a person can't even name you by name, if they don't, like, I would say come up with like a safe word or something. Have your child make sure that they know who is and is not allowed to pick them up. Make sure your child knows who these people are. Don't just have some random person pick them up from school. People come up with all kind of stuff. So I don't want to, go too far in the video, even though it is important. So I'll probably make a part 2 to this. But make sure your child knows stranger danger and understands who and who is not allowed to pick them up. Emphasis on who is not allowed to pick them up. Like, if you have a very short list of people like aunt, uncle, grandparent, close friend, neighbor, make sure your child knows who that person is. And also, if you don't want anybody else besides certain people to pick your child up, make sure the office has these people. There are certain schools that do not allow a child to be released without this information, so make sure your school system has this. That way there's no problems, no discrepancies. Number one, do not post pictures of your child outside that schoolhouse. I know everybody's happy about their child going to school and you want to show off a good picture, a nice little cute picture, whatnot. However, it is very easy for somebody to figure out what school your child goes to just by looking at the outside building. We pass schools all the time. Even if you don't know the name of a school, if you know what a school looks like, it's easy for somebody to be like, oh, I know where that is. I don't know what the name of it is, but I can go find it. Take a picture of your child outside the school building. Save it in your memories. Put it to the back of the line. If you really want to post your child that bad, that's fine. Take a picture of him somewhere else, in the house, like in a random place. I don't know, but just not the school. Number 2, uniforms. If your child has to wear a uniform that has the school logo on it, or has the school initials, or the school mascot on it, be very careful of that, because it's very easy to narrow your child's school down to, I don't know, the Tigers. Like, how many Tigers do you have inside of your city? How many Warriors do you have inside of your city? How many Knights? Like all these mascots. If there ain't too many, it's very easy to say, okay, well, I'm pretty sure this child goes to that school. Another one, your child's age. And then also your child's grade. Because some of these weirdos have preferences. These weirdos, they have a lot of preferences, and if your child checks off that box for that preference, they are very likely to be targeted. Now, there are cases where a person does not know how old your child may be, and they could just guess, because certain kids certain kids look a certain age, so they would just kind of narrow it down, like, okay, well, this child looks old enough or young enough, so they'll kind of go off of that. That sounds so weird, but old enough or young enough, and they'll just kind of go off of that. So be careful with posting your child's age, or your age, and also your child's grade. Like, okay, so in the past, I've seen people have their child hold up a little sign. It's just like, Dante going to Miss Rebecca Jameson's class, starting the 3rd grade. He's allergic to cashews, and he has lunch at 10 p.m. and recess at 11. It's like, you gotta, y'all gotta stop putting so much information on the internet. This is too much information. Everybody does not need to know this stuff. Which leads me to the next one. teacher's name, principal's name, I don't know, some janitor's name. Like, sometimes if another person knows like how to find information on your child, they can figure it out. Oh, they can figure it out. If I know who your teacher is, I could just say, oh, it's an emergency, blah blah blah. Like, people make up things. People make up things very quickly. Now, like I said, there has to be, I would assume there's a list in everybody's database to say this person can and cannot pick them up. However, they can impersonate and pretend like they are somebody else. They can have fake IDs. You just never know what people be on. So be careful what you are posting. If you are having a problem with your child's school, don't say the district of Dayton or a neighborhood of Winton, because now I know that your child, especially if they have like maybe one or two small schools that are in certain districts, that literally just narrows it down to just that school or that school building. Having other students in your child's pics. There are kids that I have met in the past, because I work with kids. There are kids that I have worked with in the past that they were actually in witness protection. I think I've only had one case where there were two kids, and I only knew because a parent told me, which she didn't have to tell me. She was just like, well, I just want to let you know. I was just like, this is different. So you never know what a child might be going through. You never know what kind of situation that can potentially be very harmful for this kid. If you post a picture of your child with somebody else's child in that picture, that is an easy way for somebody else to find that kid, especially if they are not supposed to be found. Y'all might not think much about it, and I understand, I get it. It's not wrong with y'all not understanding. However, sometimes you just gotta think about somebody else as well. Of course, we still have these ICE agents that are out, and it's not just Hispanics that are being attacked, of course. But just be careful and be aware of what it is that y'all, or who it is that y'all are posting in y'all's picture. If you gotta blur it out, and sometimes people can use technology to unblur it. So if you can, just single shot your kid by themselves. There are some exceptions, I would say. There are students that are fundraising, and a lot of times people want to know that they are not getting got, being taken advantage of when they are giving money to certain schools or certain causes. So sports and extracurricular activities, I would say, would be an exception. Like, my child goes to such and such school and they are raising money for band. That's acceptable. Just still be careful, if you can, I would say send that information out to people that you know first, or do it the old school way and just like hit the streets, hit the block. Like, hey, my child's selling candy for whatever the fundraiser is, just like the Girl Scouts or the Boy Scouts of America. Gotta hit the streets, gotta hit the block. You better hit the block, you better hug that block. Do it old school. But like I said, still be careful. If you cannot get in touch with administration and you need a phone number, or if you just looking for somebody for information to do like extracurricular activities like sports, band, cheerleading, anything like that, and you just say, hey, I'm looking for somebody that does basketball for 9-year-olds. Can you point me in the right direction? That's acceptable. Still be careful, but it's a little bit more acceptable. So I think that's pretty much it. I just wanted to give y'all like a quick little rundown of some things that I noticed that I think will help y'all. And I understand some of y'all are like, well, if it was my kid, I'd do da-da-da-da. But you ain't around your kid all day, though. You do not want to be a situation where it's just like, I shouldn't have. Because you're not around your kid all day. A kid can be at a school event and then somebody be like, hey, your mom's outside and she's dying. A child's going to be like, oh shit, I got to go see about my mom. Or your dad is outside and he just got shot and you need to go say hi or say bye to him, before he dies. That child's going to book it outside. And that's easy for them to get snatched. Far-fetched, but it's not so far-fetched when you think about it, because like I said, people are weird. People are strange. They don't care. They'll say anything. So yeah, I hope this helps. Hopefully there's some things that I said that I could take into consideration. Share it with a friend, family member, I don't know, whatever. But I want y'all all to have a good school year. Kids, please have a good school year. Listen to your parents, listen to your teachers. Study hard, study strong, you know. Parents, have a good school year. Kids, have a good school year. Kids, take it easy on your parents. They doing what they can. It's not easy being a parent. I'm not a parent, but I'm an aunt, and I will tell you, it's not easy being a parent, okay? So try to be nice to your parents this year, you know. Do your homework, study hard, learn as much as you can, get off the game a little bit more. I know everybody likes to be on the game and hang out, have fun, whatever. However, it's time to buckle down, get this time out the way. You already had fun during the summer. Buckle down, get your work done. I pray that everybody has a good school year. Everybody takes care. Everybody is safe. I love y'all. Y'all take care. Y'all be easy. Be safe. And I'll see y'all.